Hello everyone, Happy New Year. This is our first Facebook Live of 2017, which is super exciting. And we have a special guest with us today. This is Nica Marcello, who is Estée Lauder's National Education Manager. And we're going to be talking everything to do with skincare today. And our set might look a little bit different as well. It's because we're at the Estée Lauder counter in the David Jones Elizabeth Street, Sydney store. Bit of a mouthful. But if you're in the area, maybe wave us hello in a distance and we'll do our best to say hello back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything to do with skincare. So your tips and tricks, all the products that you need in your skincare collection, you know, what types of formulas are great for what skin types, literally everything. So I'll be asking you quite a few questions, but if you have questions as well, please make sure you drop them into the comments below and we will do our best to answer them at the very end. I have one more thing to say before we get started. We are going to be revealing a special launch, maybe towards the end of this video, so make sure you keep watching because we'll be revealing more. And just as a teaser, if you love Estée Lauder's Advanced Night Repair, you are going to love this product as well. And we'll probably be trying it on our faces as well. So let's get started. With skincare, what sort of products does everyone need?
So there's 4 essentials. There's cleanser, a moisturiser, an eye cream and a serum. They're really your basics that you really need to get the best out of your skin.
Cool. And with cleansing, sometimes I use a makeup wipe at the end of the night. Is that okay? Should I be doing that every day?
Look, makeup wipes are great. They have their purpose. Better than not actually cleansing your skin at all after a late night. But really, they're actually only to be used to remove makeup. So they're not really going to cleanse your skin. Traditionally, you should actually be cleansing twice. So if you want to use a makeup wipe, use that to remove your makeup, but then you really need to follow up with a cleanser afterwards. And you're actually just doing a cleanser. I would do a double cleanse because your first cleanse removes your makeup and then your second cleanse is actually what cleanses your skin.
Cool. Yeah. And there are so many different types of formulas out there. Like I've seen milks, you know, gels, that sort of thing. What is the right formula for what skin type?
Yeah, so it's you're right, it's about skin type, but it's also about personal preference in regards to the formula. So, but traditionally most women that actually have normal to combination skin, so a little bit of dryness and oiliness, tend to like a gel cleanser, something that's actually going to foam up so they get that nice clean fresh feeling. And then women that have more of a dry skin type tend to like a cream cleanser, and even your sensitive types like a balm as well. So really it is about your skin type, but also too about that personal preference on texture. Yeah.
And we've seen so many cleansing oils and balms come into the office. What's the hype behind them? Will they make people with oily skin, you know, have even more oily skin? You know, are they good for cleansing at all? What's the deal?
Yeah, look, they're fabulous for cleansing, and that's one of the old myths about cleansing oil is that, you know, it's going to create more oil for your skin, and it's really simply not the case. Yeah. Oil actually breaks down oil, so they're actually made to actually be great for people that have oily skin or combination skin. And there's the same myth about balms that they're going to be really heavy. But they're actually made to have a deep cleansing ability to the skin, but also to leave your skin nice and hydrated, because you really shouldn't be stripping your skin of any natural oils. It needs to feel comfortable after your cleansing.
Okay, cool. And just before, you mentioned how important a moisturiser is. You know, what is the right formula for what skin type? Once again, is there like a certain rule that we should be following?
So I like to say there's no rules. Yep. No rules in skincare. It's all based on personal preference again. So yeah, definitely it depends on what you actually want to have out of your moisturiser. So mainly if it's for protection during the day, most moisturisers come with SPF as well. And also too, nighttime moisturisers are actually for a different purpose. So they're more about repairing and more anti-aging benefits as well. So once again, the same as cleansers, it's about personal preference, but also too about what age you're at as well. So really, like in your 20s, you're more likely to actually opt for more protection and hydration. And then when you're getting towards the 30s and 40s, you're going to be looking for more anti-aging benefits in a moisturiser.
Okay, cool. And is that the same story with serums as well?
Serums are like a high potency version of a moisturiser, I like to say. They're made up a little bit different from moisturisers. The molecules tend to be a little bit, in general, smaller. So they penetrate a lot faster into the skin, quicker. And also too, they cover a lot of anti-aging concerns that women might have as well. And they're a little bit more targeted. So they're like a targeted boosted moisturiser. But also too, they're really great to be used underneath moisturisers.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah.
And with so many different sort of concerns, so, you know, like fine lines or hydration, should we be using you know, 5 different serums at a time, or how do we shop for one?
Look, you can, but it's going to be a very busy skincare regime for you. So there are a lot of serums that, as you mentioned, target a lot of different concerns, pigmentation and so forth. But it's great to actually get a serum that actually covers most of those concerns in one, because really we don't want to overcomplicate our skincare.
So streamlined routine, I think.
Streamlined, yeah. So our Advanced Night Repair Serum, which is it's almost like it actually is a cult product.
Yeah.
It has so many followers. A lot of our ex-beauty advisors actually that have, you know, since moved on, or, you know, always come back and still actually replenish their Advanced Night Repair. We sell, I think, globally a bottle every like 6-9 seconds. Don't quote me on that, but I know that we sell a lot of Advanced Night Repair.
Cool. And with using Advanced Night Repair, is there a special sort of technique we should be doing? Can we just like pat it in? Can we just rub it in? How do we actually use it?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So all you really need is like a few drops, and I'll actually just try a little bit for you. So 1, 2, 3 drops. It's really ample for the entire face.
Yep.
And what I like to do with the serum, I always like to make a little bit of a ritual. So I just rub it together.
Yeah.
And then I gently press it into the skin, almost like in a heart-shaped motion.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can take the excess on the inner part as well.
Oh, yeah.
To make sure that you're just getting across all of the areas of the face.
Oh, it feels so good.
And it's really important not to ever forget the neck and the décolletage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's such an icon. It's been around for, 35 years?
Yeah.
What's actually in it?
So
What's the secret?
It's got Chronolux CB technology, but rather than bore you with all the technology, but it actually has a lot of great active ingredients, which actually is going to give hydration and protective abilities to the skin during the day. And also to the unique Chronolux CB technology works with the natural rhythms that your skin actually goes through at night when it's repairing itself.
Okay.
So it goes in sync with that, so it actually can be used at night as well. So it's to be used in the day to protect and night to repair.
That's actually something that I sometimes forget, that you can actually use a serum during the day. It's not just about putting on moisturizer. It's going through with that routine. So serum and moisturizer as well, and then in the day and then at night.
Exactly.
Like same routine.
Exactly. And do it based on the formula, so the texture. So it should always be cleanser, serum first, and then your moisturizer to follow, because the heavier texture goes last. Yeah.
And what about the eye area? Should we be using like a serum or a moisturizer in that same area, or do we need something else as well?
Well, the eye area often has different concerns, right? So it's often those fine lines, dark circles, puffiness.
Yeah.
So eye creams are really designed to actually target those concerns. And also too, we don't have any oil glands in our eye area there. It's a very delicate part of the skin. So sometimes like a normal serum or moisturizer might be a little bit too heavy for the eye area.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so with Advanced Night Repair, we love the serum, but I hear that there's a special new launch.
Yes, there is. It's our new Advanced Night Repair Recovery eye mask. Ooh. This is my absolute favourite. It's my new favourite. I've got lots of favourites. But it has a quarter bottle's worth of the actual active ingredients in our eye cream.
A quarter bottle's worth.
A quarter's bottle. Yeah, this is live. A quarter's bottle's worth of the active ingredients that are in our Advanced Night Repair eye cream.
That is a lot
in each application.
That is a lot. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Should we have a look at what that looks like?
So this is it here. So it comes in a 1-pack, 4-pack, and an 8-pack. So really great for, just trialing it, but also too for traveling. And what you'll see that's really quite unique about it is that the formula is actually separated from the eye mask itself. So all you really need to do is simply actually push the formula in until you actually feel a little bit of a pop.
Oh, yeah.
And then once you feel that pop, you can actually see that the formula gets saturated, or the mask, gets saturated with the formula.
Okay, cool.
So this way it actually keeps nice and pristine and actually fresh. So it's, all of those active ingredients are ready for the eye application.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Should we give it a go?
Should we try it? Okay, let's do it.
Why not?
Let's do it. I'll pass you your ones first.
Okay.
And I'll give you a mirror, so I won't actually challenge you to try and put it on with no mirror.
Do you remember the last time we did a video?
Yeah.
We got a challenge that I had to put the foundation on with no mirror. So at least I'm happy that there's a mirror.
I know.
That I can work.
I thought we can't do that to you again. So I'm going to give you a mirror.
Okay, great. So they look sort of like this.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So you can see the small teardrop area is actually designed to actually hug the eye area. So you can actually just place it to the inner corner of the eye, and then the actual bigger pad of the eye mask is actually
towards the end there.
towards
okay,
the end.
Okay, let's give that a go. Like that?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Ooh, it feels
And
so
just
nice
pat
and
that
light.
in. It's cooling, right?
Yeah.
And what I love about these masks is it's got so much of that amazing active ingredients in there that you can actually like do the washing up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just do a little bit of housework. I mean, the masks are not going to fall off. They're actually going to adhere there. And
How am I doing?
Perfect.
Great.
So just make sure that you're sealing that in there. Yeah.
That one.
Perfect.
Yep. Cool.
Just get rid of any of those little bubbles.
Ah, they do stick quite nicely.
Yeah.
How do I look, guys? Great.
Amazing. And you can keep those on for, I mean, the minimum is 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I keep mine on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Until you actually feel that the formula is actually drying up a little bit. You can almost feel the tightening effect.
Yeah.
And you'll feel it actually penetrating into your skin, and then it's time to pop
Sounds
them
good.
off.
Your turn?
Shall I pop them on as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Do it.
I don't want to leave you just there on your own.
You can't. Not this
You know,
time.
that's just not fair. So I like to just, now because I'm really prone to having really kind of dark circles. Thanks, Mum and Dad.
But also, hi, Mum and Dad.
Yeah, so hi, Mum and Dad. Love you. So this is really good for that as well, because it actually does give that, it's going to give you that long-term benefit as well. So this is not just an instant benefit. It has all of those great ingredients. It's actually going to give you long-term benefits of deep puffiness, and also to, you know, helping with those dark circles.
Sounds good. Okay, so just to recap, for those who have just tuned in, we were just talking about skincare and all the things that you need. So cleansing is a must-do.
Absolutely.
Don't just rely on your makeup wipes. Actually look for a good cleanser that's right for your skin type and concern. Same with moisturizers. You can't just, you know, stick with one formula. If you do, maybe support that with a serum or an eye cream. But with a moisturizer, once again, make sure it's targeted to your concern and your skin type, and also reassess through different seasons. So you'll need a different one from like spring to summer to winter and autumn, but also your concern. So I don't think you can use the same moisturizer from your 20s right through to your 50s.
Definitely.
You'll need to have a look
right.
again and make sure you're using the right one for you.
Absolutely.
A serum is what your number one beauty must have.
Absolutely. If you really had to skimp on everything and you had to just get that one, I would really recommend a serum, because it really gives the same benefits as a moisturizer. And look, it's great to use it all, but really if you had to actually have that one staple, I would highly recommend a serum.
And with the eye area as well, make sure you invest in something targeted for that area, because what the skin is a little bit different to the rest of your face, right?
Correct, and different concerns that you have for that.
Okay,
absolutely.
So I have to ask you, what are your final tips and tricks with skincare? What are we not doing? What sort of questions do you always get asked?
Well, much like we mentioned before about, I think women feel that the face stops at the face, and it doesn't. It's really down the neck and the décolletage. You're taking all of your products, whether that be a cleanser, moisturizer, serum, taking that all the way down to your neck and décolletage. And any excess on the back of the hands, because we all know that that's an actual telltale sign of your age, is the back of your hands when you're driving and so forth. Another good tip when it comes to actually just using even these eye masks, I love to actually pop them. I do a lot of long haul flights. And I like to pop them underneath my eye mask when I'm having a little bit of a rest on the plane to actually help to penetrate them. And if I'm going out and I'm doing a smoky eye, I actually like to pop these on, do my smoky eye before my foundation. If there's any fallout, it doesn't matter. And then I've sort of treated myself to an actual eye mask treat. But also too, I've actually had the benefit of getting any fallout from doing a smoky eye, and then I just finished on my foundation.
That is so clever. So many times you do a smoky eye and you use micellar water or wipe just to clean it up, but it's actually a 2-in-1 benefit to have this eye mask on, do the rest of your makeup, and then just take it off, and that's it.
And treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
That is the motto for today.
It's the motto. And the other one last tip is that really about cleansing is actually to make a ritual out of it. Like take that time for yourself to actually give yourself a nice cleansing routine. You know, it's great that you can cleanse in the shower and everything like that, but I think really, you know, take time out. I think so many times we're always like, oh, I'm so time poor, I don't have time for this, but everyone has 24 hours in a day. Exactly. And, you know, you're only going to benefit, well, your skin's going to benefit, and everything else that follows as well. And the other also tip as well is I often hear that women say, I don't need a cleanser because I don't wear makeup. Well, you know what? We live in a city, or most of us live in the city, but also too, if you should be wearing sunscreen every day. You still need to remove your sunscreen. There's pollutants in the air. I mean, you only really need to get a cleansing wipe after a day working in the city to know what's sitting on your skin. That's right. So cleansing is really imperative regardless of whether you wear makeup or not.
Okay, so we've been really lucky to have Nica with us today in this Q&A session. But for those that don't have access to Nica, we're really sorry, what should people do to get their answers?
Just come past an Estée Lauder counter. Like, all of our team here are always, they're more than happy to help about actually talking to you about your skincare. And you know what? It's not about actually selling you all of our Estée. It's about creating a skincare review and for what you're already currently using. You know, we all know that we have our favourite cleansers and moisturisers, and we don't want you to stop using that, but we want to actually understand what you wish for your skin and actually incorporate a skincare regime that's best for you.
Yeah. Amazing. So we're going to open up the floor and see if we have any questions. Hang on a second. Let me just
They might be asking us when we're going to take our eye masks
Never.
off. Never.
No, not until it actually falls off.
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't. I'm going to the hairdressers after this, so I hope I can carry on with this
Well,
routine.
they're going to comment on how wide awake you look and refreshed.
All right. So what? Sorry, I can't say your name properly. Please forgive me. Rawinda. She is asking, what should she do for blemishes?
Okay, so blemishes, as far as treating them, I think when you're actually using a cleanser, it's important to actually choose a cleanser that's right for your skin, because most women that actually have blemishes tend to actually think that they need to over cleanse and strip their skin, and they get things for oily skin, but sometimes it's actually the opposite. They could have dry skin and their skin's actually just getting clogged for breakouts. So I think choosing a cleanser that's right for acne-prone skin, but also to exfoliating at least once to twice a week to get rid of any dead skin cells that might be blocking the pores.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sarah is asking, what is the best way to get rid of dark circles with makeup, but also without makeup?
Okay, so best to choose an eye cream that's actually targeted to that, because to be perfectly honest, there's no eye cream out there that's actually going to get rid of dark circles. They're there. We have ingredients that can help brighten underneath the eye area that's going to actually lessen the effect of dark circles underneath the eyes. So that's one thing with eye creams that are targeted for that. The second thing with makeup is to just choose, depending on the colour underneath your eye, if it's more like a purple tinge, choosing like a peach corrector tone, and then using a concealer on top of that that's closest to your natural skin colour. So quite often women actually use, a skin tone concealer underneath the eye to cover a dark circle, and it just ends up looking a little bit ashy and grey. So you really need something that actually counteracts that. And often blue to purple, your orange to peach tones counteracts that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The next question from Geordie. Do you need to be changing your skincare formula every now and again? And is there such a thing as your skin getting used to one cleanser and it being less effective?
That's a really good question, and that's another myth. The thing about your skincare, yes, you should change your skincare, because actually, for what we talked about before, seasons as well. And also just in regards to your skin does change as it ages as well. So you need to reassess it often. The thing about getting used to it, there's some truth in that. Yes, it does, but it also it's more about your skin changing rather than your skin getting used to the product that you're using.
Okay, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Danielle has asked, what can she use for uneven skin tone and dark blemishes?
Okay, so serums are great. Targeted serums that actually help with clarifying and giving an overall brightness to the skin as well. Uneven skin texture is actually, yes, serums is probably your best bet, definitely.
Okay, cool. Juju has asked, does the eye mask work for all skin types?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because remember, underneath that eye area, we have no oil glands, so we don't really have a skin type under the eye area.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes.
Something that we all have kind of in common.
Okay, great. Sarah, which serum would you recommend for your 30s?
Look, I think you're never too young or too old to start using a serum. So I think in your 30s, you should actually opt for a serum that's actually targeted things like hydration, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Okay, cool. Bella, are the Advanced Night Repair eye masks available to purchase now?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to mention, they actually just dropped, at the end of last month? So
yeah,
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Great, so make sure you grab them at counter. Karen, where can I get the eye mask and how much is it? We have...
Oh, yes. So...
they come in a 1, 4 and 8 packs.
Yes.
And the 1 pack starts from
$18.
And we will post the link down below so you can shop it straight from the website. Karen, once again, is coconut oil good as a cleanser?
I don't know if I can answer with merit on that one.
Yeah.
I have heard, but I'm just thinking if anything that is an oil, I would say you'd probably opt for. I would say no. But it really depends on what you're actually wanting to achieve from the cleanser. If it's something that you're actually wanting to just use daily.
Yeah, and everything works differently for everyone. Coconut oil might work for you. I think it's best that you try it out yourself. If it doesn't, then move on.
Yeah.
And the last question that we have, Ella, this is, what about facial oils? Where in the routine should they fit in? And does Estée Lauder or anyone else carry fast absorbing ones? Facial oils, the moisturizing type, not the cleansing oil.
Yes, we do have a mask, what we call a mask-in oil, which penetrates deep into the skin. I quite often, it's personal preference again, but after cleansing, you would actually it would really replace a serum and a moisturizer at night, especially because a mask and oil, it has enough emollients like a moisturizer, so you really wouldn't need to actually put a moisturizer on. Although our mask and oil can work with our advanced night repair serum because they have different benefits. So I guess you would cleanse, put your serum on, and then put a mask and oil, and then you go to bed. And I would probably opt to not use your oils during the day, especially if you're going to wear makeup. It might not last as long as
especially coming into summer. Being in summer.
Being in summer, exactly. But once again, it's really personal preference, and it depends on how much your skin actually needs that hydration. You might be okay to wear it during the day.
And as always, if you have any questions, come to the counter. I think that's the best advice we can give. Just have a chat with someone professional and just to see what products are right for you. I think that wraps up our first Facebook Live of 2017. Thank you, Nica, for joining us today.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and we will do our best to, afterwards, you'll go in and answer everyone's questions. Should we reveal what we look like after this?
How's it feel, though? It still feels nice and cool?
It's still on. I sort of don't want to take it off.
I know.
But
that's how I feel every time I put these masks on. I don't want to take them off.
So
I've probably taken off half my concealer.
There you go. So fresh. I haven't slept that well this week, to be honest.
That's really good, though, too, to get your ring finger and just pat in any excess that actually...
Don't waste it. Don't wipe it away.
Don't waste this.
Feels so fresh. Like I was saying,
it feels so nice and still fresh.
I haven't slept at all this week, and I just feel like, you know, I've had puffy eyes all week, but this is just making me feel a bit like...
It does act as a depuffer as well.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for watching. And thank you, Nica, once again for being in our video. So if you have any questions, once again, drop them in the comments. But if not, we'll see you next time.
See ya. Bye.